We should win the MAC.
Be descriptive about the bus trips.
Sometimes, well, in the beginning, they're always fun and exciting. Then they get tiring, long, strenuous.
Well, give us a little more description. What do you do on those long bus rides?
Well, we goof around, play some games, watch videos. Really, that's about it. Sometimes dance.
What's your favorite video on the trip so far?
Definitely The Mermaid.
And why is that?
Because we all love it. We all cry practically at the end.
Okay. You know this routine. Okay, Kelly. Look at me, yeah. Don't worry about, if you look at me, you won't have the light in your eyes. Kelly, I want to talk about the fact you're in your senior season now, and I'd like you to recap your 4 years at Ball State.
Well, my 4 years at Ball State have been great. I'm glad I made the decision to come here rather than any other school. I feel that the team is a lot closer this year, and I feel like we're all a part of the winning this year as opposed to other years. We're just having a really good time this year.
You had a knee injury 2 years ago, and then you came back from that knee injury to make the Olympic Festival team this last summer. So, and then have now entered your senior season. I want you to recap that knee injury a little bit, and then your Olympic Festival events, and now a little bit into your senior year and how things are going.
Okay. I hurt my knee. I blew my knee out playing lacrosse. Stayed out here all summer long after that to rehab and was ready to play again last season. It wasn't 100% yet, so I sat the bench most of the year. Went out and practiced with the U.S. team a little bit and got invited to go to the Olympic Festival, which was a great experience, and it helped boost my confidence a lot after that knee injury. And I think it really got me ready for this year more than anything else could have. This season is even more exciting than Olympic Festival was to me, and it means a lot more to me because I feel like I'm playing for my team, not only for myself. That's how I felt a little bit when I played in the festival. You're playing with a group of strangers, and you're kind of out for yourself. And it's kind of nice to have another goal to play for, to do well for.
Let's recap your bus trips a little bit. I've been on the bus, I've been on the road with you a few times. Tell us about what it's like to be on the road with this hockey team or with the hockey program.
It's great. We get really excited, especially when we go to East Coast. We're all from the East Coast, and usually this bus trip means long hours on the bus, short breaks off the bus, short bathroom breaks. Tired. You don't get too much rest. You get out there and you get to see your parents, which is great, and it means tons of food on the way back.
Anything else you can share with us about the team, the coaches, your experience at Ball State?
Well, normally when we travel, we take vans, and I think that when we all get together on a bus, it just brings the team cohesiveness a lot closer. We're all here on the same vehicle, listening to the same music, studying together when we have to take our studying breaks, watching the same movies, as opposed to going on two separate vans, and then joining together as a group when we reach a destination. So it's just a lot of fun.
You mentioned academics a little bit. Can you expound upon the study part on the bus?
Yeah, we have not really recommended, but mandatory study hours when we travel. Usually they're in the hotel, but since this is a long trip, we break it up. We get to watch a movie, and then we have to study for 2 hours or so, and then maybe we get to watch another movie, and then we'll have to study again.
What's your favorite movie on the bus?
Well, we just watched Home Alone, but I think our favorite movies are movies like Little Mermaid and The Jungle Book. Those are the movies that we usually end up getting into the most.
Great. Cassie, you're next.
Do you see anybody from the festival plays for Duke or North Carolina?
No, I don't think. Not that I know of.
Just one.
Anybody that was on your team?
Go for it,
Okay. Basically, we're going to talk about,
You got enough for it?
yeah, I think so, about the same things. I really want you to recap your 4 years at Ball State for us, first of all.
Okay, well, my 4 years at Ball State have been great. I'm glad I came here. Kelly Roker and I went to the same high school, and she really talked me into coming here. And I have to say, though, my senior year has been my best year because we made it fun. I mean, there's such unity on the team that we love to be together, and it's just so much fun. There's like no seniors, juniors, freshmen, or anything. We're just all one team. I think that's what really makes it the most fun.
I want you to share your views and impressions about the long road trips and what it means to you personally.
Well, I think the road trips on the vans are really fun. We had bought Fitz and Edie walkie-talkies to use to talk, but I think we have more fun with them playing back and forth between the vans. And the bus trips are great because it really does bring us together, and we all have a great time. We're always together. We get a little sick of each other and we start getting on each other's nerves, but we just move to the other end of the bus.
Can you give me your most memorable experience on one of the road trips? Can you think of one for us?
Oh God. Most memorable. I'd have to say when we went to Temple, all our parents were there, and that was a great road trip because we were really going home. But I don't really think that there's one they're all great. I mean, everyone is a new experience, so I really don't think that there's anyone that stands out.
How about some different experiences or different examples of what takes place on those long trips on the bus? Other than eating, watching movies, and studying.
The what, Cal? The log roll. The log roll? St. Louis. I have no idea.
No idea.
What are you guys talking about?
The log roll. Remember the log roll was roll around the bus? Everybody rolled over.
Oh.
You the log roll.
Review the log roll. We did this log roll. Kelly will explain that better. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't even there for it. Oh, that's my different question.
Anything else you'd like to add about your experience as a hockey player at Ball State?
I think it has really helped me grow as a person to be an athlete and a student. It's helped me budget my time. I think that if I was just a student and not an athlete, I would put so much more off. And Fitz and Edie really push it for your grades, and I think I hated it at the time, but now I think that really helped out. I think study tables are a great idea, but other than that, that's about it.
I had another question. I lost it out there. Okay. Madge, I want you to recap your 4 years at Ball State and talk to us about a little bit about your views as a hockey player at Ball State.
About my views of a hockey player.
Well, and how your career has been as a student athlete.
In my personal opinion.
Yes.
Okay. As a freshman, I didn't get to play that much, but I didn't really expect to. We had like 9 seniors at that time. But I learned a lot, and it was a great experience and totally different from high school. It was more of a team. We passed more in high school. It was just like you had more stars, certain people that did all the scoring and took control of the ball. And in college, we tried to be more of a team. So that was really challenging for me. And then my sophomore year, I didn't start out too well either because I was sick during the summer. I had, I think, Lyme disease. But I had a couple starting games. And by my junior year, though, I really felt comfortable, a lot more comfortable at Ball State. I just felt more a part of the team. The camaraderie was really good. It just felt really close. and traveling was fun. I just felt a lot more comfortable. Traveling was fun. We had a good time, and I started all 16 games, and my confidence in myself improved a lot. And this year I feel pretty good. I've had my ups and downs, like we all do, but I'm excited, and we're going to host the MAC, and we're going to win, and we're going to North Carolina and Duke, and those will be really tough and challenging games, but I think they will prepare us for the MAC and give us good competition.
How do you feel about some of these long bus rides or some of the van rides? Give us your personal opinion about them.
Oh, they're not bad. They're better, of course, when we win and we come back and we're all excited. If we lose, it's kind of silent. But they're not bad. They can get really tired, and the bus kind of puts you to sleep, or the van kind of puts you to sleep. But I think it brings us closer as a team. You get to actually talk to them, and it's more social. Because when you see your teammates, most of the time it's on the field, and you don't really get to talk about their interests and their hobbies and what they like and what they're doing. And most of the time it's just hockey. So.
Talk to us a little bit about academics and tell us about the academic side of the field hockey program and how you feel about it.
Your first year, I think you have to get like a 3.0 or a 2.8 to get off of study tables. It's mandatory to have study tables. And once you get off study tables, you're on your own, and you have to take responsibility for yourself and learn how to study. And I think Fitz and E do an excellent job in keeping track of, especially the freshmen and the ones that have a little more trouble getting themselves focused and geared in what they want to do and academic-wise. And I think majority, though, I think that our program, field hockey, is probably more focused and academically than a lot of the other sports. I think we're doing pretty well.
Do you really get that much studying done on the road?
It's really hard. It can be really hard. You have to learn how to budget your time, and that can be difficult. I get very stressed. I get very stressed out at times because sometimes you just seem there's just not enough time in the world. A lot of people don't understand that. They just think, oh, it's just like a job, you know. But it takes so much time. You're practice from like 2 to 6, and then you have to go home, and I live off campus, so you have to make dinner, and it just takes an awful lot of time. And when traveling, you miss classes, so you have to be prepared to either make up what you missed, or before those classes occur, get everything done. And there's been some late nights, but it's worth it.
Anything else you'd like to add about your experience at Ball State as a student athlete for the viewing audience?
It's a very good learning experience. I think I've grown and matured a lot because of it, and been able to look through different aspects and different opinions through different eyes of people. I've really enjoyed it, appreciate it. I think it's going to help me in the future.
Good job.
Just